Should I have my legs crossed or does it matter?
Velour, love velour.
111.
Okay, well, I'm Dr. Josh Healy. I'm a Senior Research Fellow at the Centre for Workplace Leadership at the University of Melbourne.
My name's Ruth Williams. I'm the academic convener of the Hallmark Ageing Research Initiative.
So ageism is a form of stereotyping, and it's a judgment based on the attributes of a group, a bit similar in some ways to sexism or racism. Ageism can, in theory, cut both ways.
It can happen to younger people as well as older people. So we set about surveying 1,000 people from all over Australia.
And what we wanted to know in this study is what are those attitudes, where do they come from, who holds them, and why. Younger people, men in general, lower educated people, and in some cases people from non-English speaking backgrounds are more likely to hold particularly succession-based views of ageism. So that's the long-winded version.
It's a boxing group for older women.
Oh, no, don't say that, it's for women. I think Ruby's must be our youngest.
I didn't know any of the other ladies, but I just like doing a different form of exercise than what I usually do.
She can do things we can't do.
I'd like to think that.
In Australia since 1970, the number of people over the age of 65 has trebled. If you think of our population structure as a sort of tilting seesaw, we've added in a lot more people at the older end of that seesaw and very few at the younger end. There's always been this mystery about ageism. How can it exist? Because it's happening to all of us, right? We're all in the process of aging, and so it's a kind of failure of imagination. We can't sort of see ourselves in the shoes of the older population.
I was the head brewer here at Mountain Goat from about 2011 through to about a year ago.
Started off here almost 4 years ago in logistics.
I think when I was younger, I actually got on better with older people.
Even at a young age, first management role, I was 19. Most 19-year-olds now I meet are just like, bloody hopeless.
There's generational change for you.
Yeah.
People who are likely to hold negative attitudes towards older people are likely to do so in situations of what we call succession.
They feel that older people in society have accumulated more resources and more status than they need.
A younger worker might feel that an older worker is holding up positions of status or power and feels that they should move along into retirement.
Sorry, can you repose the question for me?
The government is putting some policies in place to try and encourage older workers to remain in the workforce for longer. However, many of these have had varying successes.
Something like 1 in 10 Australian businesses have a hiring limit. They found that this cuts in at around about 50 years of age. That's many decades shy of elderly.
For the first time in history, we have 4 to 5 generations working alongside each other.
I know where I work, everything's changing. So we have to learn from them because we'll get left behind.
If you think that older people have too much of a share of the good life now,
The silver tsunami and how we're going to be overcome by older people.
then you're likely to feel that even more acutely in the future as the resources of our society are directed more and more to their needs.